say maybe another year.
7:39 here, Big 550 KTRS. Kathy Helbig joins us from the Kathy Helbig Group. Good morning, Kathy Helbig.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. What are we talking about today?
We are going to talk about misconceptions about down payments.
Yes.
Yes.
Good call.
A lot of people are still living in the ages of where they think you got to have 20% down.
Right.
And that is so absolutely not the case. So I'm surprised how many appointments I go on where I find out that it's holding somebody back from doing something because they just don't have that 20% down.
Right.
So it's made me think, how many people don't we talk to that have that same misconception that keeps them from moving forward and buying a home? So recently there was a survey that the National Association of Realtors did and said 9 out of 10 people believe that they still have to put 20% down.
Wow.
What was the
On a loan.
percentage?
9 out of 10 people that they surveyed
And those standards went away
years ago.
years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And so a big misconceptions in the first-time buyer world. So the median down payment for a first-time buyer is closer to 5%, but there's actually plenty of programs out there that can get people into houses for zero money out of pocket,
Right.
honestly. So like there's the MHDC money grant, that's the Missouri Housing Development Commission. So they have income limits, but you can have your down payment paid for, you can have your closing costs paid for, and get into a house for zero money out of pocket as
Right.
a first-time buyer. There's also other first-time buyer programs out there that don't have the household income limits, and those are at 3% down. And then you can always roll your closing cost into your offer. So a lot of people think, I got to come up with this down payment and I have to cover all my closing costs. But a very common, strategy is that when you make your offer, you pad the price a little bit and then you ask the seller to pay your closing cost. So it ends up netting the seller the same or close to the same depending on how you structure your offer. But now you've just raised the price of your mortgage by just a couple $1,000s, which you really don't even feel much in a payment.
Right.
And now you've saved yourself from coming out of pocket those couple $1,000s or whatever your closing costs would be. If you're not a first-time home buyer, there's other programs available still with zero money down.
Right.
So that's veteran loans. VA, if you're a veteran, you can qualify for 100% financing. USDA, those are rural loans. So there's certain areas in St. Louis that are on the USDA map that qualify for 100% financing. So a lot of things out in St. Charles, Wentzville, that type of area would fall under the USDA guidelines, and you could get 100% financing there. FHA is another really good route. That's only 3.5% down. That's for people that have maybe a little lower credit score. It's not going to go conventional. Maybe they wouldn't be accepted on conventional. It's only 3.5% down, and there's a maximum loan limit of $275-ish on that one.
But you're talking about a $200,000 home. That's $6,000 now.
Exactly.
$6,000 is a lot of money, but it's nowhere near the 20% you needed.
Exactly.
Right.
And then conventional loans you can get into for 5% now. Jumbo loans, that's 424-ish and above. Those used to be 80%. People can get into that with no PMI with only 10% down by structuring a loan with a first and a second. Otherwise, and it ends up being cheaper than you doing the 90% loan and paying
Right.
PMI. So you take an 80% loan out, a 10% loan on the second, and
Right.
then put the 10% down, and you're still not paying PMI. And then lastly, there's specialty loans out there like physician loans. Those are 100%. Some of those are 100% financing for them.
And those are for doctors?
For doctors, a lot of times people that are just getting into their field,
Right.
and they have heavy
So much
student
loans.
loans. They don't take the student loans into account for the income and debt ratio, which is huge. And they take your future income into account, so you can qualify for much higher loans. So the bottom line is, talk to us. Let us get you connected with knowledgeable mortgage people. We have a great partner that will put you into programs that you didn't even know was out there that will fit your needs.
But the point is, don't let somebody tell you need 20%
No,
down to buy a
I
home.
hear that all the time. Oh,
Yeah.
somebody told me I had to do that, and that kept somebody back for years.
Good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kathy Helbig Group, as always, KathyHelbigGroup.com, 314-276-SOLD. She'll help you buying, selling, listing. Market still booming?
Market is amazing. Get your house on the market. We need inventory.
There you go. Okay, yes, dear. Kathy
Through us.
KathyHelbigGroup.com. Kathy, have a good week.
Thank you.
7:40.